Hey everybody, Cynical Mikey coming at you again with another video from inside the car. Go figure. So today I just wanted to give an update on the last couple of weeks and how much my condition has improved as far as anxiety goes. And I'm making this video for those of you out there that suffer with anxiety and haven't reached out for help yet. Now the intent of this video is not to tell you, hey, you need to be medicated or anything like that, but the help that I received and that is helping me currently is medication. So my doctors put me on Prozac, and after a real rough transition period going from not being medicated to being medicated, it was very rough, but I'm finally coming into my own, and I actually feel yesterday and today, I feel better than I have in, gosh, 4 years. I don't even know how to express just how happy I am to feel so good. See, I've always had anxiety, but in February of 2019, my anxiety took like a really nasty downturn, and I'm not really sure why, but it really kind of turned into just like a regular social anxiety and, agoraphobia, anxiety about leaving the house. It turned into health anxiety, and I started focusing a lot on the physical symptoms, possibly physical symptoms that aren't even really that big a deal. I would take just like, sometimes you get those random pains, like in your shoulder or your chest or your leg, and those random pains I would start combining with other things going on inside my body or another pain, and I would turn it into this big old health scenario to where I had some sort of like a weird disease that doctors couldn't diagnose, because even after going to the doctor and finding nothing wrong, I still convinced myself they're just not catching the real problem. So my anxiety got so bad, basically to the point where there were a lot of occasions where I just couldn't function. If this is the couch, here's how I spent my whole day. Just like that. And the whole time my mind was just trapped inside itself. I couldn't focus on the things going on around me. I couldn't focus on conversations I was trying to have with, like my girlfriend sitting next to me. I didn't even have the energy to talk, and I was so scared just up here and just worried about all these symptoms. And it's almost like a somatoform disorder, to where I was taking things that were just normal and making them seem like they were bad and convincing myself that something was wrong. Even things, again, like I said, that are just normal body processes, breathing, heartbeat. And honestly, if I would not have started on Prozac a couple of weeks ago, where I was in such bad shape a couple of weeks ago, I don't even know where I would be right now. I would probably be at the hospital, afraid to leave, and just convincing them to keep me and just keep me until you find something wrong, because something is wrong. I was showing up for work, and I couldn't function at work. Like I said, it was so bad I couldn't even muster up the energy to talk. I couldn't get myself to pay bills on time. Everything in my life was starting to suffer, and it's just because I couldn't get out of here. I was just so trapped. So, long story short, if you need help, you need help. And you've got to go out there and seek that help. You got to set yourself up with a doctor, primary care physician. You got to set yourself up with some therapy. You might have to get on medication, but you and your doctor figure that all out together. But your anxiety can spiral out of control, from where it's at now. I don't know where you're at now, and I don't know how bad it is for you and what you're going through, but I do understand anxiety to an extent, and a pretty deep extent. But for everybody, it's just going to be a little bit different. So don't let your anxiety spiral out of control. Don't be afraid to get help, because you could end up in the same boat as I was. You might already be in the same boat that I was. You might be experiencing symptoms that are debilitating, and you can't even get up. You can't even stand up because just your symptoms are just so just overtaking you and just making you feel weak and dizzy. You know, I had all those symptoms. You know, I was nauseous. I was dizzy when I stood up. I was dizzy when I moved my eyes left to right. I just got stuck in these zones, and I was afraid to even move my body. I was just so convinced that my symptoms were real. And, you know, to me, they were real. You know, don't get me wrong. These are real symptoms. These are real physical symptoms that we're feeling. But I turned them into, I basically submitted to these feelings and just let myself think that I was dying. You know, because to me, I felt like I was so close to death. And that's how bad it can get. You know, so please, guys, if you're suffering with anxiety, of course, I try to make this channel some sort of like a resource where people can come and, you know, talk about their symptoms and stuff in the comments, and maybe hear some sort of words of encouragement from somebody else. You know, but that's only going to go so far. And, you know, there's resources you can reach out to online, of course, and by all means do that. But really, if you're just looking online, then you're just sitting there processing your own thoughts, and you're already in a bad thought process, and you're just gonna make it worse. You're gonna antagonize your symptoms. You're gonna catastrophize, and you could make things just a million times worse than they already are. So turn off the internet when you're having these problems and make a phone call. Call a doctor, get some actual help, individual for you, with a professional, and just try to get yourself to at least a functioning stage to where you can work on your anxiety. You know, I'm not gonna make the mistake of just relying on this medication. This medication has really leveled me out. It's made me very active. I've done more in the last 2 days, and it's not even like a manic episode, you know, I'm back to where I was before my anxiety took a really bad downturn. So I've been incredibly active the last few days. Guys, I woke up this morning and I installed flooring in my home office. Just because I wanted to. It's something that, you know, I was prepared to do for the last several months. I've had the product in my house taking up space in my hallway for the last few months, and I was just in such bad shape that I couldn't get myself to do it. You know, and today, I did it. And I feel really good about that. But long term, I also know that I don't want to be on medication forever. And if I just come off the medication without making any changes, then I'm just going to be right back in the same boat. You know, so on top of taking the medication, I'm going to start an exercise program. I don't know if you guys remember some of the videos I've done in the past, but I've talked about doing this exercise program at least a few times on this channel, and I've never done it. So this time I'm gonna actually do it. Exercise program, I'm gonna start keeping my diet in check to see what kind of bad things I'm putting inside my body. And I've also got a therapy appointment set up. It's a month away, but that's, you know, gonna be the start of a relationship with a therapist where I can work on cognitive behavioral therapy and start changing my thought processes from bringing me down to, you know, slowing them down, analyzing why I'm having those thoughts. It's this whole thing that you go through to retrain your brain. But bottom line, guys, just don't let it get so bad that you turn into a non-functional human being. Please, just get help. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to make this video real quick and just tell you, if you have anxiety, if you feel it getting worse, even if you don't feel it getting worse, if you have anxiety, work it out before it gets worse. So go get help, go get help, go get help. Here in a couple weeks, I'll make a video about my Prozac experience and let you guys know how it's going as far as that medication is working for me. And in the meantime, I'll be posting many videos before that. So if you're not subscribed to the channel and you came across this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, it helps spread the video, spread the awareness, just spread the message a little bit. So, you know, interacting on it, commenting, just whatever, it all helps. And thank you guys very much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.